Welcome back to another episode where we're going to talk about some automotive shit, maybe drink some whiskey.
There's no maybe. We're definitely going to drink some whiskey.
Yeah.
There you go.
Oh, dude, yeah. Oh, wait. Hold on. We don't just have whiskey right there.
We do have that moonshine. Do you want to do moonshine tonight?
I'm down for some moonshine.
Right,
This is...
Let's start this out. We're going to do the Tennessee Legend Blackberry.
Yeah.
This is what I picked from Gatlinburg when we went down.
So that's Tennessee Legend is... So, like, you have Old... Oh, my God. That was too good. So you have Tennessee Legend, you have Old Smoky. What are some other Tennessee whiskey moonshine distilleries that are there?
Dude, those are the only two that we went to.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, that we went to.
Yeah,
I don't fucking know.
We'll have to explore Gatlinburg a little bit more. There's a lot more there.
How's your day?
My day was good. Took the GTI out. Oh, my God, dude. Can't get enough of it. So finally took it out the other day, which you and I took it for a ride. And then... Now today took it out again. Dude, is weird because we were driving and we went to go get coffee and Lauren's just like, what car are we taking? I'm like, taking the GTI. She just like gets all like excited about it. She's like, oh shit, are you serious? Are you serious?
That's great, dude.
Yeah, let's do it.
That's awesome that honestly we both have women that even remotely care about
Dude,
cars.
the excitement from it was pretty wild.
Because imagine if you had a girl that just was like, all right, fine.
Fuck, we're taking that car, dude. Yeah. It's so like it rides like shit. Yeah. It's like low. You drive it fast. Not interested.
No.
Yeah, that Lauren definitely doesn't have that. She's super excited about it. It's fucking awesome.
So you hear about all the shit that went down today?
No.
In the country?
Oh God.
You ready for this?
Oh, dude, you're gonna blow my mind because what you were saying yesterday. Is it on the same lines,
bro?
Okay.
Just get ready.
Okay.
I can't make this shit up.
Oh God.
Okay. So we'll do a quick rewind. Just everybody knows this is going on. This is all over the news. So, I think it was Thursday night, Friday morning, maybe last week was the spy balloon.
Yep.
Shot that down over water, U.S. water.
Did they capture that?
They got some of it. They're still going and getting some at the bottom.
Okay.
So regardless, that happened.
Yeah.
There was another one that we had scanned that was in South America. No one knows what happened to that one. Then later during the weekend, I believe it was Friday evening, Saturday morning, we discovered an unidentified flying object that was the size of a small car and pill-shaped flying over Alaskan airspace.
Wow.
We dispatched F-22s, took it out. Allegedly, still can't find it. So I'm not going to go down this rabbit hole. Okay, I'm just okay. That was Friday.
Yeah.
Then the next day on Saturday, the same exact thing happened above Canada airspace. NORAD, which is like, from what I've gathered, that's us in Canada, right?
No, NORAD is in Colorado.
I don't know. NORAD is basically some air thing.
It's
air defense.
It's like
right?
a big thing in Colorado.
So we dispatched 2 F-22s to Canada, shot that down in Canada.
Yeah.
Okay. Now we're talking within 24 hours of detection. Okay. So two unidentified aircraft shut down. Okay. Today.
Oh,
all right.
God. Oh no, I don't want to know.
Today at, God, it must have been about 12 o'clock, I think. And we live in Wisconsin here, up in Door County, off the peninsula of Door County, in a square airspace area. They designated it a no-fly zone. They sent a NOTAMs out to all pilots. And the description was national security.
Holy shit.
A couple hours later, they shoot down an object over Lake Huron. So we're talking close to home now.
Wow, dude, that's fucking wild.
It's insane.
So
hold on. Okay. This happens, okay? I swear to God, not an hour later, China comes out and claims that they are seeing unidentified objects now.
Whoa.
So there's two routes,
shit.
okay? Let's say China was telling the truth. Then we truly don't know what these are.
Yeah.
Okay. Which is concerning, right?
Very concerning.
But whatever. The more probable thing is these are all Chinese like spy vehicles, right?
Right.
And they're coming out and saying, "Oh, we have it now," to basically be like, "Oh man, look at this. We got unidentified objects here too. We don't know what's going on."
Right,
you know what I'm saying? So it's freaky. If you look here, I'll look this up on. Look at this. So honestly, we just type in news. Lake Huron UFO shot down, making third over North America in 3 days. Now here's what is significantly concerning about this. Okay, and we're both young, so I don't. When was the last time that you've heard of any type of ordnance being shot in the U.S. in the air.
See, here's the thing: this is what I like. This is where my mind goes to. Right? Is that right now, since everything going on in the world, this is what the media is covering. Right? So versus a while back, it was other things. Right? So there's other controversy that the media was covering. I don't know whether to believe that this is just now starting right now, or the media is just now starting to cover this, and it's been happening.
So, and
that's where my
I
mind
really
goes.
don't want to go down this. So I love conspiracy theories.
Dude,
like I've been down
wild.
a deep ancient, like ancient culture, ancient Egyptian rabbit hole for the past month. It's been insane. Regardless, last year, the U.S. government's UFO task force. So basically, it's just a group that when in UFO is associated with aliens all the time. It's just some type of thing in the air that we don't know what it is. Okay, whether that's ours, enemy, whatever. Okay, they came out and that was a big thing last year. They basically had a huge session with Congress,
right?
Basically talking about what they've been doing because allegedly, I guess Congress doesn't even know. It's insane.
That's wild.
I don't know. I could be speaking on my ass. I don't really know how the government's ran. I'm one of their pawns. It doesn't really matter.
Yeah, we're literally just here at this point.
But what's interesting is these groups of people have a job in the government to find these things.
Mm-hmm.
What's more interesting is during that session with Congress, they basically really showed a video. I think it was in 2018. Basically, there was a couple Navy pilots took off from an aircraft carrier for a object they found on radar.
Mm-hmm.
It dropped from 60,000 feet to sea level in under a second.
That's
and then not humanly possible.
That's not humanly
if there was a
possible.
person on it, they would have died from gravity.
Easily.
And then it moved around in ways that defy physics.
Faster than
with no visible propulsion.
That's insane.
It was shaped like a Tic Tac. They call it the Tic Tac UFO.
Huh.
There is video evidence of this that is confirmed from the government, and there's multiple accounts that this was a thing. Okay, so as far as we know, this is real.
Mm-hmm.
Now, let me explain to you how concerning. Think of what I said. No visible propulsion, Tic Tac shape.
That's fucked.
The unidentified object that they shot down over Alaska was the size of a small car and cylindrical in shape.
Oh my God.
Okay. When the F-22 pilots that shot it down got debriefed, and I don't know how accurate this is because this is obviously coming from the media and you can't trust them.
Exactly.
They said that both the pilots had different stories of what they saw.
Wow.
One of them had radio and electronic interference.
That's
and
significant.
Both of them, ready for this, said there was zero trace of any type of propulsion system. So no engines, no afterburners, nothing.
So it's not something that an American or...
Well, no, it's not something that is in the current world of civilian technology.
Right. It's not something that we've known of on this planet yet.
Right.
It's
so,
way out of our technology.
And this goes down the rabbit hole, but this is basically essentially how this works. So general military, from your army experience, I know from mine, military is behind the curve in a lot of things. People don't know this. Dude, our shit is old. It's not
outdated.
There's civilian stuff
way outdated.
Significantly far along than army stuff. Yeah. Okay. So then you have civilian technology, which is pretty far, but then you have the not spec ops, just the stuff that the government doesn't even know about. You have to be so high that doesn't get released till 40 years later. And that's where our quote unquote technological advances come from.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of paths this could go. This could be China. This could be our aircraft that, is flying around and accidentally getting caught now that we're being more observant of radar. You know what I mean? This could be a lot of things. It's going to be tough because we both know very well with this world, nothing that you can read now is going to be true. So we will never know.
Yeah.
They could feed us a line of bullshit. We would never know.
Easily. But that's just how it is.
Yeah.
I mean, even some of the most reliable sources, or so we thought, are literally feeding us bullshit.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just what it is now. What's going to get the most clicks?
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
It's all for money.
It's all lies.
I don't want to go too far down that. It's I love this type of shit.
Dude, it's
on
wild.
one hand, it's very concerning.
Very.
That we're with real live ordnance. We're shooting aircraft out of the sky over the continental United States.
When have you ever heard about that?
Never.
Right.
Right.
And that brings me back to my topic, right? Where I thoroughly believe that anything that's blowing up on the media, maybe it's already been happening.
Yeah.
Or
they're using this to mask something else going on. I don't know.
And that's the other thing.
Yeah.
You know, it's a spiral hole of
crazy.
confusion that, man, you can see.
You know, they're trying to hide the new GTR release so that we don't know that it comes.
Yep. They're trying to hide the fact that they're making every vehicle in America fucking an EV, so they don't want us to know.
Right, exactly.
And then next thing you know, this whole war thing is over, and every vehicle on a dealership lot is fucking electric. And it's got a chip inside of it. It drives for you.
Conspiracies with Sam and Connor.
Dude, man.
Great.
You know what I keep going back to when I hear about these EV things? Like, I think it was Wall-E. Wall-E is the movie.
Yeah, dude.
When they go into that weird world where everybody's in a chair and they're fat as fuck. They got a soda or a soda cup and then a burger in the other hand. They're just flying around. Here's Twitter. Here's McDonald's. Here's all this shit. Dude, fucking that's where we're going, dude.
Sad.
We're going towards something.
I mean, you see all these videos of guys in their Teslas falling asleep.
Dude.
Driving down the road just sleeping. Like,
Literally.
So did you see this? Did you see this new Audi concept?
Mm-mm.
Bro, my buddy from my unit sent me this. It's insane. So Audi has a whole program. Let me see if I can find this on YouTube. Video is nuts. This whole basically program for what the future of Audi is. Everything's interconnected. Their home, their car, their phones, everything.
Really?
It's insane. I don't even know what I'd look up to find this.
I mean, the one thing
right here,
wow.
the next sphere of future premium mobility. Okay, so we're gonna watch this.
This is wild.
Just look at this. Get some audio in here.
Dude, this is very well put together video.
Oh, just
oh man.
I gotta turn this down, damn.
The story of living progress enters a new domain of high-class outdoors.
Wow.
So on one hand, dude,
Can you
I love
see through it.
Yes, I love the technological progression and concept behind this, right? You gotta love it. It's awesome. Like, this is literally future type shit.
Even that little tablet that the guy's using. Although that's definitely not real.
Well, no shit. But like,
still though, they're definitely going towards
the whole
something.
concept behind this is
blending
the line between like your daily life and like. So look at this.
No shot.
I'm not even making this up.
I'm assuming that connects to the car. In a way.
Bro.
Oh my god.
So basically, augmented reality glasses. All right, so they're gonna go golfing now.
They're gonna go golfing with their Audi
Fucking
glasses.
rich people shit.
Dude, this is a video game.
Oh, like straight up. It's like.
Oh.
Now look at this. Look at this. So we were talking about the Wall-E shit, right?
Yeah.
So this is a cool idea.
Yep.
But do we want to go this way? That's what I'm saying.
Is there a steering wheel in this
No.
vehicle? Oh, okay.
No.
See, this is
But it's a full system.
Access to a world of new possibilities.
You know,
Ready to explore
yeah, dude. I don't know.
and to be inspired.
Yikes. This is massive tires.
Personalized concierge services.
Now you got Audi licensed electric bikes. They're taking that Bugatti route.
Jesus Christ.
It's cool. Like, it is cool.
It's a great idea, but
You get the gist.
it's the
Here-
not driving it.
Right. And here's the problem. It's the reliance on the
technology.
The technology, right?
Yeah.
So like, why is your car so great?
Because I can drive it.
Okay, a little deeper than that. You got the technology.
I mean,
right?
seriously,
you
you
got
know
the
what?
technology you need, but you
Yeah.
have full control over everything. It's
Everything.
still mechanical enough,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
But now you're talking about coming over here to zero control, fully electric. Yeah. I mean, even I don't know. I just don't like this,
Dude, I don't like it either. I think this is going towards that Wall-E concept. I mean, it's different.
Full
It's
dependency.
full dependency on a vehicle, dude. I mean, and how much is that going to cost? $150,000,
Dude, that's a full
$200,000.
system. That's way more than that.
That's fucking insane, dude. And that's all they're going to be making at some point. They're not going to make a base model electric vehicle that drives itself. It's not a thing.
No.
So you mean to tell me that an average income is going to have to skyrocket 200%?
Well, that's new technology is always expensive like that. It goes down.
Yeah.
But
I mean, but that's the thing though. It's still, even if it's, oh, here, you can put your name on a list for this concept car for $150,000 to $200,000. It's not going to be $200,000 now. It's $105,000. Still, that's way out of normal people's price
Here's
range.
the other thing I'll say about this. I don't think any of this push for EV will ever work. Okay, so like obviously it'll work great in California because right,
yeah,
they essentially by 2024
will be completely electric.
They're forcing everybody out.
Yeah.
Here's the thing though. The automotive space is fully driven by automotive enthusiasts themselves, right?
Yeah.
It's like literally think how Toyota turned themselves around from being literally just they make commuter cars, minivans, and subpar pickup trucks, and now they're making great pickup trucks because people are using them for off-roading. They're
Minus
making
the CVT.
Subtract that. But like now you got the whole GR line, right?
Yeah.
And that's the GR is driving their normal Corolla sales.
Right.
Their base model. I mean, it's a GR, but it's not. Like they're fucking 86.
Dude, yeah.
The Toyota 86. Like it's fully driven by the enthusiast space. When you get to the point where there's gonna be no more enthusiasts, like none of us are gonna buy these electric cars.
No shot.
Right? Us.
No shot.
You'll have like our mom will 100% buy one.
You know what's going to happen? I mean, people like us are going to take the vehicles that we have now, and we're going to make sure that they run for the rest of our lives.
Well, yeah, but then you have the outlaw. Like, okay, so California right now says a dealership can't sell gas cars after 2024.
See, and
they can't sell one, but that's the first step. Then the next step is, well, now you can't drive them here because of emissions.
Yep.
So now
you're already seeing that with the that video that went viral. How long ago was that? The N.
Yeah, dude.
The Sonata. No, not a Sonata.
No, it's a
Elantra
Elantra N.
Yeah. I mean, like that guy was just like so eager to say, yeah, you got to spend $7,000 now to go get this fucking thing fixed. Have fun.
Yeah. And
not my
where
problem.
does that money go to for the fine?
Where does it go?
Just like,
I mean, it's crazy because you think about, I don't think about like the emissions, right? The emissions is one thing, right? But it's what are we doing to get these electric vehicles, right? And what went viral just the other day, dude. I mean,
we were just talking about this.
It's a dark fucking hole.
I don't want any part of this computer, my phone, any of this shit. I feel dirty now that all of this is completely tainted by like straight up modern human slavery.
Oh, dude, literally.
All right,
video that we saw.
Yeah,
horrible.
for reference, we're referring to the artisan cobalt mining that's going on in the world, where it's essentially like 10,000 slaves. They're slaves. They're not slaves, but
I mean, where else can they go?
You're basically barely paying them.
Literally.
Right.
And where are they going? They're dying.
It's terrible that you have like literally pregnant women carrying babies that they've already given birth to.
And they're digging with their hands.
Digging with their hands to
Horrible.
get cobalt up, like breathing all these fumes and dust and shit in. It's just terrible.
Yeah.
And every single battery is tainted with that.
And that's what we're going to be doing. I mean, like, you think about it, right? Like, your average job right now is working at McDonald's, right? Like, that's your kind of your borderline level. Like, let me get into the workforce, right? You got those lower level jobs, McDonald's, drive-through workers, shit like that. But once we see more demand for it, once they make engines outlawed and shit like that, and all you can buy in America is an electric vehicle, there's going to be a demand for this shit.
Yeah.
Right. So now, we can't, this one pit of 10,000 people digging up all this shit. We need like 20 more of those. So we need like 100,000 more people digging fucking holes for us.
So not only that, right? So you're talking about obviously the human impact, right? Have you seen the crash? I think it was the Audi battery pack. They get in an accident and the entire battery pack, part of the chassis, shoots out of the car.
Really?
It's like 1,500 pounds.
That's insane.
Yeah, let me see if I can find this.
That's nuts. I mean, I honestly, I get it. Emissions. I understand that. I think there's other ways to get rid of this situation. But you know what's worse than global warming?
What was that?
Global cooling.
Oh, you've been listening to Joe Rogan,
yeah,
haven't you?
dude. You know what's worse than that? Global cooling.
I listen to this. It's
dangerous.
It is. It's crazy how much like that gets overlooked, and it's all just the warming. But then in addition to that, like this is all, yes, we're accelerating things, but this is now, it's how the world's supposed to work. It's supposed to heat up. It's supposed to cool down.
It is.
I'm not taking away from the fact that obviously like we are doing things to completely trash this place. But
I feel like we have to at some point realize that, hey, we are on a floating fucking rock and we can't control this. There's nothing we can control here. I mean, we can control it in a sense, right? But, making human life worse to do so, come on.
Here it is.
Figure something out.
All right, so Audi e-tron ejects its battery after big crash.
Wow.
I'm pretty
How much
positive
does it
this
weigh?
is the video. Yep, this is it. Watch, ready?
is the car that
Ready?
we're on. Oh shit.
All right, see that giant square thing that just flew
Yeah.
out?
Oh,
That is the
dude.
entire battery pack.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
so what is talking about a lithium-ion battery or whatever their combination of shit is?
Yeah. So wait, if that thing cracks open, you get all that shit everywhere.
No, it explodes.
Exactly.
It burns at
I
an
mean, that's
incredibly fast
horrible.
rate. Yeah,
That's way worse than your fucking engine smoke.
and you got all the
bit.
fumes and
Dude, yeah.
I don't know. It's a never-ending battle. It's
We're gonna sit here and argue this for. I mean,
know.
this is the kind of world I didn't think we were ever gonna get to. I mean, growing up at 15 years old, I never thought. I mean, hybrids were a thing at that point, but going fully electric, no more engine vehicles. I never thought that this day would come. I'll be honest, and it's kind of it's a scary one. It's a very scary
here's the
one.
thing. I have besides this shit we just talked about, I have really no issue. Like, dude, I would drive a Tesla right now.
Oh, absolutely.
But I want the ability to have my project car. That's the thing.
See, and that's where you
Right.
start to draw lines. Is where we're completely talking about not ever making engine vehicles again, ever. Like if you're making, it's fine if 50% of your company is, totally devoted to EVs, and the other 50% is making like 3 engine vehicles that you can sell at the same time.
Mhm.
I feel like at that point, you have now sold an electric vehicle to everybody in the world or everybody in America that's going to buy an electric vehicle.
Right.
Now you cannot, once you get to the point where you're forcing the people that don't want to buy an electric vehicle, it's not going to get good for anybody. I mean, it's going to turn into an all-out
Another
brawl.
thing too, dude, is like, so yeah, Tesla cut their prices, but you're still looking. I think their lowest one went down to like 30 something. Not everybody obviously can buy a $30,000 car.
No, that's pretty expensive.
Yeah, now you're talking about $12,000
But you're
to
talking
replace a battery.
for the lowest version too.
Yeah.
I mean, it's more expensive to replace a battery in a car
Mhm.
than it is to, my transmission just
Or
took
buy a
shit.
brand new engine and install it with labor.
Literally.
Yeah.
It's costing more for these batteries. And now you're talking, how long is that car going to last? I'll tell you what, this iPhone right here, this has been a problem I've had for years.
Mhm.
This fucking thing will last me. I'll get a damn brand new iPhone. Over $1,000. These things are the newest ones have always been over $1,000, right? You go pay $1,000 for this thing. Oh, it's so great, dude. The battery lasts me like 3 days, charge it for a little bit, lasts so long. And then all of the sudden, after doing the same shit that I've done with this phone for the last year, this thing just is a piece of shit.
Yeah.
This is a scheme, okay?
Well, that's confirmed.
This is a scheme.
That's
confirmed, right?
Yes.
So that's what I'm saying is how long does it take these electric vehicle companies to turn into that same
Well,
scheme?
BMW's doing the same shit.
Oh shit. Hold on. I want to get this is fucking pissing me off because shit. We have now sold $50 million in a year worth of electric vehicles. How can we bump our prices up? How can we profit more off of this, right? That's what these electric vehicle companies are saying. Well, this engineer over here knows how to make that car take a shit in 2 years. Let's do that to every vehicle we produce so that person now every 2 years,
and then they can only get fixed at a licensed
literally
Tesla dealer.
exactly
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
has to get a new vehicle. And if they don't, they get to deal with the glitches. They get to deal with the bullshit that comes with it. They get to deal with their car.
Batteries die really quick.
Yup.
Yeah.
Oh, their
Yep.
range will then slowly plummet to a 50-mile range if they want, and they're gonna have to charge it every 50 miles. That's what these fucking things do, and that's the scheme that we're going into. It's a great way for them to control us even more, right?
Facts, yeah.
You can control. I mean, dealerships, right? Like even think about like Lauren and her Kia, right? That's totally a fucking scheme, right?
Oh, that whole thing is
Totally a
for
scheme.
sure.
So now, like, I mean, worst case scenario, we could put a new motor in that thing, right? Or people will probably eventually start saying, "Oh, well, I can put a new battery, like a better battery in a Tesla," but you're still following the. I mean, it's a battery, right?
Right.
Like these things are they're so unreliable. They're not. You can't get years out of these things. It's not possible. But cars, you can just keep putting a new motor in them, run them for 5, 6, 7 years. Some people are getting 10 years. I mean, look at my car. That's 7 years old. That engine's running fucking more.
That's insane that car is 7
Dude,
years
it's
old.
running more phenomenally than it ever has.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that's just the bet. You can maintain it. You can't maintain a lithium ion battery. You can't. It's not possible.
I just don't think. electric power might be the future, but I don't think obtaining electric power via batteries is the future. I
Yeah.
think that you need to figure out, and this is some crazy ass shit. You need to figure some way where you're not storing it in a battery.
Exactly.
Right? Like hydrogen is a great thing about hydrogen
Oh,
is you're still
dude.
getting engines. So if you
Yeah.
go the hydrogen route, now you can still have people modify your car
Right.
and shit. You know what I
Right.
mean?
Dude, to me it's the scheme of it. You know, it's the iPhone. Like I shouldn't say I need a phone, but that's kind of the world we live in now.
Yeah.
You need a phone. You need something that you can communicate with because this is communication nowadays.
Yeah, I mean, if you
Right.
don't, even if you don't have a flip phone, you literally cannot communicate with almost anybody unless
email.
Yeah,
I mean, fuck. Like you need the new modern technology nowadays to communicate. Like even companies, like the company that I work for, right? How are you supposed to call in? What's a fucking email? You're supposed to email them. How am I supposed to email you on my Motorola, dude?
right.
Right. So that whole process is completely gone. You can't do that anymore. I mean, you probably can, but in most ways not. So that's what I'm saying is like, this is what, like, everybody deals with this problem. Oh, my fucking iPhone's taking a shit. Now I have to go spend $1,000 on another one, get a phone loan where I'm paying $30 a month for it. It's horrible. Just fucking wait. For all you people that are behind this whole electric vehicle thing, just wait. If this pisses you off, oh man, wait till your car starts to do it.
The BMW Mercedes subscription thing is
Dude.
the other big thing.
Oh my
So
god.
okay, so you go buy a brand new BMW, okay,
Yeah.
but you want it to have automatic start
Or heated seats.
or heated seats.
Yeah. Just tack on another
The,
$50.
the function's in there, but you literally cannot activate it
Mhm.
unless you pay a monthly subscription to these companies.
Horrible.
Like, oh, there's a button on my key fob. The hardware's there.
yeah.
If I click it, it'll do jack shit unless I pay them $10 a month.
For them to activate it.
Right.
For them to turn it on. For them to put in my email address and say, yeah, he's up to date on his payments.
What blows me away more than just them doing that is people are actually paying for this.
Dude, literally. They're falling
Like,
into
there's
it.
an easy way to do this. You go to the dealership, they say that, and you're like, oh, it's fine. I'm just not going to fucking pay for that.
Dude, literally.
And then BMW doesn't get any money in their subscriptions, and they go, yeah, maybe this isn't actually
Maybe
gonna
this isn't
work
working.
out.
But that's the thing is that this process that people are following right now, where they're like, oh yeah, they're following that process of, yeah, I'll pay the extra $100 a month for heated seats, right? This is the trial run that people aren't understanding, right? So when Audi makes everything fully electric, every vehicle is going to have this subscription shit. Every vehicle is going to be, something that I can't package it out myself. Every car that they make comes totally equipped with everything. And then when you go to the dealership, you get to pick, all right, well, fuck, this is another $50 a month. This is another $50 a month. This is another $50 a month. That one's $100. And maybe I don't want it. Maybe I want this one for 6 months. Right. And then next thing you know, you're driving down the road and, oh, fuck, my heated seats aren't working. Why? Well, I took that off my list.
Right.
They just turned it off. That's what they're like. Eventually that's going to happen. That's going to happen. So these people doing that trial run shit, dude, we're falling into this trap. This is just an iPhone thing. I don't want to say I can't wait because I can totally wait for it, but I can see it happening with cars, and Tesla's going to be I don't know if Tesla's going to be one of them, but definitely Mercedes with that subscription bullshit. I already see it. This is the gateway to it.
Yeah.
Every vehicle is going to have it. There's going to be no more base models. You can't buy a base model. You can't buy a car with Steelies and a hubcap on it anymore.
Isn't that
It's
nuts?
not a fucking thing anymore.
All your base models have forged wheels.
Can't buy a car under $30,000 anymore. Oh, you can.
Yeah.
There's still some, but they're pushing it. They're
Get that Rolla.
Oh, dude, you can get that Rolla, but fucking CVT transmission for
That's facts, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, you're halfway there at that point. So I don't know. I just look out for anybody that's behind this EV shit because next thing you know, your car, you're gonna be complaining about the same fucking thing that you complain about with your phone. Same fucking thing. Oh, the battery doesn't last anymore. It's super slow when I, turn. Like everything, you know what I mean?
You're gonna induce accidents.
It's just
This guy didn't pay his monthly subscription. We're gonna
lag,
his car off the
lag.
road. Yeah.
Just start making his car lag, dude.
God damn it.
Like, oh man, isn't that horrible? Oh, it's not connecting to the Wi-Fi anymore. He can't drive on the roads. Like you have to be hooked up to a Bluetooth to drive on the
that's
roadway.
insane.
I mean, it's the thought,
Yeah.
That's where my mind goes with the electric. I keep comparing it to the phones because it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. It's scary.
What? Well, okay. Let's say we go the electric route and the battery route. How would you how would you individually, as a little farther than automotive enthusiast, how would you assimilate into it? Like, if you were to go about it, what would you be looking for in an electric vehicle, right? Let's say hypothetical, because it's clearly not invented yet.
I'm far from that.
Well, no shit.
Very far from that.
None of us really want
And that's
that.
not a thing yet.
No.
That's not quite a thing yet. You know, so far Tesla is probably the closest I would get because it's just, I mean, it's still a vehicle. You still have the gas pedals. You can still turn off the fucking lane. You know, it doesn't drive for you all the time. You can still turn that off. And you can still operate the vehicle. You can still package it out the way you want to. There's no subscriptions. I mean, if I had to go into an electric vehicle tomorrow, it'd be a Tesla.
The other thing too with Tesla is, like, as we saw in Gatlinburg, you can bag those.
Oh, dude,
yeah.
you can still modify them to be pretty goddamn cool.
Yeah.
You can. I mean, what are the other EVs on the market right now?
And again, I'd hate to go Audi, but the Audi e-tron is pretty hot.
Yeah,
It's essentially an S6 with a fully electric system.
But that's you know, I mean, I guess for the average buyer, Tesla is a good one, right? The average worker, average income, you know, I can't really afford $100,000 because e-tron, that's $100,000 vehicle?
Probably, yeah. That's
if I had to guess.
yeah.
And then, I mean, what else is electric right now?
So you got all the Teslas, you got the e-tron, you got the EQ models from Mercedes.
Yep. Oh, ID from Volkswagen.
ID from Volkswagen.
You know, see, some of these electric vehicles are still, I mean,
that just reminds me of our conversation a couple weeks ago with the ID name badge getting brought onto the GTI and the Golf R.
You know, this one's got me. This one's got me in a very, it's close to home. Mm-hmm. It's very close to home because obviously this GTI has been the first vehicle, like, since I was young, since I got, well, my first vehicle was a 97 brown Chevy Venture van. Rust everywhere.
That's amazing.
I would haul my buddies around in the back. Like, we'd take the seats out and it'd just literally be like a U-Haul. And we just fucking sit in the back, go to Little Caesars, get some pizza, throw it on the floor, and everybody's just sitting in the back singing Kumbaya.
I know exactly what the fuck you're doing in the back of that.
Fucking, oh my God, dude. Pause.
Oh my God. No, and then you had the munchies a little bit, didn't you? Yeah.
No, and then I upgraded to a 97 Chevy Lumina. But meanwhile, both of these vehicles my sister and I shared. So, and then my sister upgraded to a Chevy Cruze that she was gifted from my dad. So, but the Chevy Lumina, that was my first vehicle that I was like, shit, I like modifying cars. Granted, it's not one that you can really modify.
What the fuck does a Chevy Lumina look like?
Oh, dude, you're going to love it. Right. You're going to love it. I loved it. This is a cool car.
I'm going to judge the fuck out of it.
It wasn't fast. You got to look up the specs, too. Yeah,
my God,
dude,
bro.
that was, man, I thought I was cool as shit driving that car. That, exactly, right there. Oh, wait, the one to the right there. Yep. That's the exact fucking one.
Are you serious?
Yeah, it was like concrete gray. It was my grandma's car. She stopped driving.
Concrete gray.
Yeah, dude. She stopped.
Why? Okay, what about this car did you like?
I don't know, man. It is
because there's, judging from what I've seen, there's nothing to like.
So I was on a huge kick in high school with like the old Jettas being slammed and wheels put on them. Shit, what's another one? Pontiacs, you know, the old Pontiacs. Just something about the older aesthetic cars, you know, just kind of modified a little bit. So that one, I had a dude that I went to school with, and he had like a little shop with like kind of he just had this huge gated area that had a bunch of wheels, just junk. There was a bunch of junk, just car parts and shit. And he had some wheels there that fit my bolt pattern that I think I gave him like $100 for all of it. And I was working part-time, you know, it was a full set. And there was 3 of them had tires. One of them did not. So I was like, fuck, I need a 4th tire before I can put these on. Right. No. So I went to Gibson's junkyard.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, I bought a junkyard tire that was the same size as all of them. That tire had a leak. Sure shit. I bought it from a junkyard. I got it mounted, got the wheel balanced, and I ended up driving on it, and I just had to put air in it all the time. And then Andrew, you've met Andrew. This was
No, I haven't met Andrew.
You haven't met Andrew yet.
No.
Yeah, so he moved to North Carolina, but when he lived in Appleton, in the same house where we grew up as neighbors, and that's how we're super close. But we went to his house, and I was like, "Fuck these!" It was kind of like a black interior of the wheel, and then the outer bits were kind of like milled in a way, so it's kind of like silver and black. And I was like, "That's fucking gross, dude. I hate black and milled wheels. It's so gross." So I was like, well, I'm just gonna make them all black. So we put note cards like
Oh my
in the
God.
slots,
Yep.
and we went and we bought just black spray paint from the fucking what was it, AutoZone, and then some what's that stuff, the clear coat paint too. And we just went to town. We sanded all
Is this
the wheels.
your first mod?
This is my first mod ever. Yeah, on the Chevy Lumina too. On that car that you just pulled up, yeah, that was my first mod.
Here, let's.
Yeah, just so you can visualize. So we sanded down the wheels in the garage, and his dad came walking in. I was like, man, you must think I look like a fucking idiot right now, because he's got like a fully restored 70s Cutlass, an 87 Cutlass, a 57 Oldsmobile sitting in the corner, and here I am with my 97 Lumina, and he's just probably looking at Andrew like, this is the guy you're fucking friends with? What the hell are you doing right now? We just got spray paint, dude. We had the garage door like cracked a little bit, just smells like shit in the garage. We're fucking sanding the wheels, we spray painted them black. No, so I ended up putting those on, and my dad was like totally against it at the time. And then I brought the car home with the wheels on, and it still had the junkyard shitty tires on it. And then my next mod that I did was the fucking the cigarette lighter where you can plug in like LED strip lights and you change the color to them. Yeah, that was a big thing when we were in high school. So I ended up putting those on too inside the car. I was like, fuck, dude, my feet, like the feet wells, dude, it's blue. It's so cool. Like, it's fucking, this thing is badass, dude. So I put the wheels on. I drove home, and my dad's looking at it. Or no, it was at night. He comes out, he looks at it, didn't really say much. And then the next day we were sitting there, and we go out to the garage. It's a nice spring day. And we go out to the garage, and he's just looking at it. He's just like, man, yeah, I can kind of see it a little bit. And I was just like, I really want to put spacers on it, because these wheels are kind of tucked a little bit. I was like, Dad, what if I got spacers and we just kind of brought the wheel out just a little bit, just nice and flush? And he's just like, he can't. The day that I knew I wanted to do this was when my dad came up to me. He's just like, so you want to get spacers, huh? And I was just like, oh, hell yeah. Here we go. Here we fucking go. This is sick. So he ended up setting up an appointment for me, because he worked at Bergstrom Automotive. He ended up setting up an appointment for me to come in and get all new tires all around for these junkyard wheels that I bought. So we put brand new tires on them, and then we never ended up doing the spacer thing. But that was my first ever mod with a car, was the Lumina. My grandma's car, when she couldn't actually drive, was the damn Lumina. God damn it. I think it was funny, but yeah, the black wheels were cool. I fucking love it. I mean, look at this. There's one right there. That white one. Look at those things. I mean, come on, dude.
Connor.
That's like a early 2000s donk, dude. Look at the green one right there too.
20-inch chronic ghost.
Jesus Christ. I mean, it looks like that's kind of the
It
build.
looks like that car's gonna get Detroited.
Oh, dude, yeah. You're gonna see that thing laying on bricks here pretty quick. Look at this guy. Look at the door. On
Lambo
that one.
doors.
Fuck, unbelievable, dude.
So that was your first car mod, huh?
That was my first ever car mod, yeah.
Do you know mine?
No.
Oh God.
Here we
All
go.
right. So, dude, I actually had to tell the story today at work because someone asked me how I got in a car. So I was like, I actually had to think about it for a long time. I really don't remember the exact reason. It might have been when I was younger. I don't know.
Yeah.
So I got my driver's license, and my first car my mom bought for me, it was $100.
Oh, man.
Okay, it was a 95 Chevy Cavalier. It was red.
Yeah.
Oh God, it was so nasty. It was red with, the real like low trim model cars back in the 90s were the really shit black plastic on the trim.
You're talking about
Like bumpers,
on
side
the
trim.
doors.
Yeah. Okay, so it was a. Let me see. If I can
My
link this.
minivan had some. I mean, it was supposed to be black, but that shit was more like gray. It was faded as hell.
Let me see if I can get this up. Oh man, there it is right there. Look at that. This is literally a spitting image of what my car looked like. Okay, so
Oh
just for reference, same wheels and everything. All right, so it was pretty sure it was a 95. It was red.
Jeez Louise.
Z24. So it had a turbo 4-cylinder.
Wow.
Yeah.
In that?
Yes. So
Fucking impressive.
I'm pretty sure it was in an accident because as far as I could tell, none of the Z24s came with plastic bumpers.
Oh, okay.
I digress. It was a 95 red Cavalier. Okay. I don't know why, but one day, you know what? I can tell you why. I was a 16-year-old kid in high school, and my exhaust fell off on the highway.
That's where it all starts.
And I heard it without the muffler, and I go,
That's pretty cool.
that sounds pretty good.
Oh,
all right.
dude.
So
I'm right there with you.
what I did was I went on eBay.
Oh, no.
I bought, I don't even remember the brand, a full set of racing headers.
Oh,
dude.
dude.
I swear to God, okay? Had racing headers. Actually, funny story. First batch that I ordered had a plugged cylinder, like
Really?
pipe. So I was going to install this and I looked through it. I'm like, there's metal. So whatever.
Yeah.
Sent them back, got a new one. So it was fully straight piped. I welded it all myself. Racing headers,
That's
off the
fucking
headers,
awesome.
straight back. Okay. Then I go, well, how can I make this car faster? And I'm poor, barely had a job. So I go, well, the lighter it is, the faster it is.
Oh my God, dude.
So I
you take the bumper off?
Oh no, much worse. Keep in mind, this is my main vehicle
Yeah.
that I drove to school. Okay. I gutted everything.
Took the seats out?
I had one seat in that car.
Oh my God.
Nothing in the back.
Oh,
no
man.
carpet. One seat.
Yeah.
Half the dash was taken off.
Oh,
All of the rear trim in the back, in the trunk, everything. Okay.
That's when you start taking the dash off. You
Yeah,
got wires
dude.
showing. That's
Yeah,
when it's good.
dude. Okay.
Yeah.
So this thing was nasty. Then, and this is gonna be every high school boy has this dream, right? I go, man, it would look really good with a black hood.
Oh, dude.
So,
Just the hood. Just the hood.
Nothing else.
And
so,
a neon green bow tie for the Chevy.
So yeah, right. So with the red car and gray bumpers, because it was obviously sun bleached, one night, it was one of my like hyper focused ADD moments at 2 a.m.
Yeah.
So I'm
had a
sitting in my
couple of
room.
those.
Yeah, I'm like, I gotta paint this. So I go and I literally completely mask my entire garage off. I spray paint this rattle can black.
Oh, dude,
okay?
yeah.
And I thought it was the coolest thing ever. And it was a pretty fast car. It was an automatic, but I would. This is so shameful. I would drive like a manual, so it had 1, 2, 3A or whatever.
Oh,
1, 2, 3
dude,
D.
yeah.
It would have been 1, 2, 3 drive.
So
I
you're
don't know why I
1,
said
2,
A. So I would
ripping.
pop it into 1.
Yeah.
I'd bomb that thing all the way up to red line.
Take it off the
go
gas.
take off the gas.
Yeah.
So it went down, go into second, and then add
Oh,
gas,
shit.
and it would work fine. I drove it like that forever, and then I blew third gear out,
Oh,
going around the
dude.
roundabout. But that was the first legit one. That was the
Dude.
first thing I ever modified. Shortly after that, I got my motorcycle license, and I got that ZX9, built that ZX9, and
Man.
kind of swore off cars for the better half of 6-7 years.
Yeah, probably up until last summer.
Last summer.
Well, I mean, last summer is when both of us weaned off. Did I have mine?
You had
last
sold
summer?
yours before that.
The
I sold
summer
mine
before
last
that,
summer.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
yeah, I had the.
The bike scene, difficult one, dude.
It is
Difficult
a very.
conversation.
It's a hard conversation because we're in a different spot now. So
Yeah. I mean, there's guys at work that I work with, big into the motorcycles, and they talk about it, and I was huge into motorcycles too, but,
it was both of our lives. It was
listening to the
everything.
conversation, it's just like, man,
So
that was a tough time.
You sold yours in 2020.
Yep.
I had gotten my MT-09, factory MT-09 in 2020 in August.
Yeah. Built the shit out of that
Built
too.
the shit out of this. I had so many things done to this. It was
Tasteful.
fast.
Like, it wasn't like, let me
Yeah, I mean, so it was a stock 2020 MT-09.
Yeah.
Full TST Industries visual accessories, so
Yeah.
full blinker kits, integration
It
kits,
was
license
beautiful.
plate relocation. We had those running lights on the side.
Yeah.
So did that, and then I had a exhaust shipped over from Italy
Cool.
on a
Very
boat.
cool.
Actually, yeah, it was a Leo Vince. I think it was an Evo 2. It was phenomenal, best sounding exhaust ever.
Yeah. I remember
Full system.
I still have a video of us freaking out when
Shot
that thing
flames
shot.
3 feet out
Yeah.
the back. It was
That
insane.
was the coolest thing ever.
So we did that. We did what did we do? Mirror deletes.
mirror deletes.
So then we had the big engine mod. So then we did the so I did an airbox modification to it where we basically
Yeah.
rerouted all the airflow. Full K&N race air filter. Shouldn't have done that. It was way too high of flow. Not a lot of
sent the ECU
filter.
in.
Yeah, I had the ECU shipped to Baus Racing in New Jersey, I believe. Phenomenal guy, fully custom, whatever I wanted.
Yeah,
and,
I mean, he really dialed that in. I mean, even the GTI, like, when I sent the ECU or when I had that thing done at Dell's, it's like, oh, it's just stage one.
Yeah.
You just want it on 91, but yours, I felt like you just had so many options.
Yeah, it was insane. I had installed the EVAP AIS system, so basically it would shoot the air into the exhaust to burn unburnt fuel for
That's wild.
for an economy. So I had that taken out. Me and you put block off plates in.
Yeah.
So I had all of this stuff done to it, and I had told him, and he flashed it exactly to that. And fuck, dude, that thing went really fast.
God damn.
Yeah, no, that was a good bike, and I don't know. We both kind of got to that point in life where, God, and it sounds kind of dumb, but we got to that point where, I mean, we had stuff going for us in life, and
Oh, dude, easily.
it was I know I had to just look at things that I did that were high risk, and we almost died multiple times. I almost gotten shot multiple times. And I've almost had to shoot people multiple times.
Dude, man, the stories on the motorcycle, I'll never forget that time when I got a gun pulled on me.
Yeah.
that was probably one of the big kickers. And then I think it was actually that same summer
It was that summer that you got rid of it.
that I decided to sell it. Yeah, that was the big kicker for me. Like, man, people just don't care about us.
No. They literally do not give a fuck.
And it's not like I don't know if it's a human. I've never felt it in a car. I've never felt that way in a car before. But the second it happened when I was riding my motorcycle that day, I was like, man, this is bizarre. I've never had a road rage incident before in a car, let alone on a motorcycle. But this one seems wild. And then to get that gun pulled on me by that guy, I was like, fuck, dude, some people just don't care. They're going to ride your ass. And that guy, I totally believe that guy would have hit me. And if he did hit me, he would have drove off. Yeah. It was one of those incidences. But yeah, I don't know if I'd ever buy a bike again. I love bikes. I really do. Like, I like to look at them. The Ducati V4R has always been a dream bike of mine, but I would never buy it. I wouldn't. It's something about, getting on the bike, driving it through town, which was always so fun. But I wouldn't say it's a me thing. I think it's an other people thing, and they all ruined it for me.
Right.
So, you can buy a bike and you can drive it down a country road and you can still enjoy it. You don't have to drive it into town. It's not, I want to take my bike wherever I want to take my bike. So if I want to take the bike to go get food, then that's what I'm going to do, right? But if I can't do that because other people are fucking assholes, then I just don't see a purpose in me owning this thing anymore.
Yeah.
If it means that someday somebody's going to T-bone me and I'm going to fly off this thing and potentially, get paralyzed and there goes my entire life, or God forbid die, I just don't see a point in it anymore. I really don't. I mean, a car can save me, but a bike, you're pretty much toasted if you get hit on that. And then going to the Rocket was, obviously my last bike was the ZX6R. I went from a Grom, which I love Groms, and I would totally, if I had a plot of land somewhere, I would totally buy a Grom just to ride around in the fucking, in the yard or whatever, put some like off-road tires on it or whatever.
Yeah, it's like a little pocket bike, essentially.
Yeah, something like that. And then I went to what the fuck was that bike? Z600 or 650, the Z650. That was my naked bike. That was cool. That was a cool bike. My mom hated me because I had both the Grom and the Z650 at the same time. I pissed her off with that. But then it was when I traded in the Z650, like not even a year later, to get a ZX6R, a $10,000 motorcycle. And then, I don't know. Something just hit me where I'm like, this is fucking stupid. I could spend this money elsewhere. And now here I am,
right.
Grateful to have the money and grateful that I don't have a bike anymore.
Yeah.
Motorcycles are different.
The feeling's still there. Like the other day, it's 45 today.
Dude, the
when
weather.
I got out of work today, it's the weather, that smell, that feeling. Yeah. I want to get on a bike again, but it's just looking at the things that we've built and where we're going, and
and that's the thing is like, and I thought about it too. It's like, oh, dude, there's nothing like that feeling when you get done with the gym and you put your helmet on, you're wearing, a hoodie and some jeans, and you're about to go cruise, and you got your visor up, and it's just like, I'm alive, right? Like, this is cool.
For me, it was like I wouldn't. It was freedom.
It was.
You were open. It was.
It was.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have like rolling down the windows. It isn't the same feeling.
No.
But if everything else that could play a factor in me owning a bike, that one thing that I got some sort of an adrenaline rush out of, which was, you know, just the idea of, oh man, this is great. Summer day. I'm not in a car. This is cool. You know,
Yeah.
I got music in my ears because the built-in headphones into the helmet. Like, this is cool. That one thing is trumped by every negative thing that another driver on the road just ruins for me. I don't know. I'd rather just not own a bike than own a bike and get that one cool experience out of it. I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever buy a bike again.
But I mean, look what I don't know. We just kind of switched hobbies. You know,
Big time.
We went into building your GTI. We went
Big time.
into all this automotive photography and cinematography.
Yeah.
So,
And it's,
I mean, we're still getting that.
oh,
that
dude,
out of
absolutely.
life.
Absolutely. I'm not going to go and say, hey, if you want a motorcycle, don't buy one. I'm never going to be a guy that's going to say, don't buy a motorcycle, don't buy a motorcycle. But if you ask me if I owned a motorcycle, I'm going to tell you yes. And if you ask me if I would ever buy another one again, I'm going to tell you no. And then I'll tell you exactly why. But I'm not going to tell anybody not to buy one. I think they're cool. I love motorcycles, and I fucking hope those don't become electric vehicles.
Dude, the electric bikes I would buy.
I mean, there's a couple.
It's like the Zero.
There's a couple. But see, that's the thing is there's, man, what people don't understand is that again, the whole thing with automotive artistry, right? Like, I can go film a car, right? But the real art behind these vehicles that we're shooting is the mechanical nature, the mechanical creation behind that vehicle, right? All the gears, all the fucking pistons, everything that's moving, all the moving parts to make that vehicle run and perform the way that it does. It's the coolest thing ever. I don't know, man. I'm not a big electric vehicle advocate. I'm not. I'm scared going into these next couple of years. I really am. It's a tough pill to swallow, and I'm sure everybody else in the enthusiast space thinks the same. I hope I'm not the only one.
There's no way. There's no way you're the only one.
It's fucking sad. So, and then the GTI thing that, you know, eventually in 2024, those will fully convert to ID badged electric vehicles. So you're going to get an ID GTI, an ID Golf R. They're going to be fully electric vehicles, you know? So it's just another reason to not sell the Mark 7 GTI ever.
You should hold on to
I'm
this.
going to hang on to that.
This is going to be one of those cars you look back and
yeah. Unless they come back in 5 years and say, oh, hey, we're making engines again, you know?
Yeah, right.
10 times better.
Yeah.
Fuck, dude. You never know. I mean, you really never know. Maybe shit gets figured out and damn, these electric vehicles are fucking destroying our planet. Who would have thought?
It makes them too much money though.
Exactly. That's the scheme. That's the whole scheme behind it. Yeah. You know, even if they are worse for our planet, still, you never know, dude. Fuck.
Depressing.
Very depressing. So, well, let's get off of that depressing topic. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about whiskey. Because clearly we're drinking and everybody can tell. That's kind of the whole vibe of this podcast. And I hope everybody that's watching is got a glass on the rocks too. Or hey, even if you don't like whiskey and you're drinking something else, a mixed drink. I mean, it's really up to you. But whiskey's Sam and I's it's the go-to. And it has been for a little bit now. We used to be heavy on, and I know people are gonna be like, fucking what? You know, especially the Busch Light drinkers.
Whatever. It's just beer.
We are hardcore Miller, and I still am.
No, I love Miller Lite.
That is my go-to beer. Something about Miller Lite, I fucking love it. And it's, you know, it's probably because my dad drank more Miller Lite than anything else. So, and I'm not saying he was an alcoholic, but I'm saying like that was his go-to beer, you know? Like you come home and you got the box. I mean, he drank the cans. I can't drink the cans. Forget about that.
It tastes like shit.
It tastes like metal, dude. I'd rather drink a bottle. But anyways, we've graduated from beer and have hardcore moved on to whiskey. And we're drinking. I'm drinking whiskey right now. We've got moonshine here.
It's hard to explain because, dude, it's all Gatlinburg.
Very.
It's all because of Gatlinburg. So we went down to Gatlinburg, and I don't know. I just never really drank whiskey. If I was drinking mixed drinks, it was always vodka.
Oh, dude,
Always vodka.
absolutely.
And
I was never a dark liquor person.
no, never.
Until now.
And then this is gonna be a mistake. I already know it.
Dude, yeah. All right. This is my biggest problem. And I hope this reaches everybody that makes a bottle or like has a part in the production of whiskey bottles. You can't pour this shit without losing some of it.
Literally figure out how to make a bottle the right way.
Fuck me, dude. The Woodford Reserve
Double barrel select.
You can't pour that
literally
without
cannot pour it.
losing
No.
a glass of it because it drips down the damn side. If there's anybody that knows a better way to pour it, or maybe we're just so new to it that we don't know how to
probably
pour
just
it yet.
this is probably just us being challenged.
Anyways, we need to figure this shit out. And we'll create an automotive whiskey at this point. It's gonna be called Gear. You can drink it at the gym.
Oh my
shit.
god. Gear. That's so funny.
Yeah.
No, no though. Whiskey is I don't know, it's different. It's like coffee. We're both into coffee too.
Oh,
and
dude,
not
coffee's
just
big.
drinking like coffee with sugar in it. I'm saying like
black.
actually like black coffee. There's a lot of levels to it. It's like wine. There's
Dude,
a lot of shit to wine. You can get deep into wine.
Seriously.
Whiskey's the exact same way, and I don't know. I just cannot drink mixed drinks anymore.
I can't either.
No, it's just
vodka. I can't do it. Rum. Can't do it. All those foo-foo drinks that people, I'm going to go to the bar. I'm going to get this, I can't do that anymore. I don't know. It's not necessarily the taste or the flavoring or anything. This tastes good. And not very many people understand why it tastes good.
That's something we're still learning.
Oh, dude, yeah. And it's a very acquired taste. However, it's the effects of whiskey too. We've all been there and get drunk before, right? Liquor in general, like vodka and mixed drinks, not good, dude.
No.
Not good. This, I feel like you can really just control it more, in my opinion.
And it's got to be because there's nothing else in it.
I don't know.
Because that's the thing, like, if like you can just judge where you're at. This doesn't take forever.
Yeah.
You take a shot of vodka, that shit takes 30 minutes. Then
Exactly.
it smacks. It's like
Exactly. I mean, we've already gone through one glass of moonshine.
Yeah.
And I feel good. I feel very intellectual. I don't feel like a dumbass. I don't feel like I'm going to go run down the street naked, pee on the sidewalk, and then I'm going to have this glass of whiskey and I'm going to feel the exact same way. Maybe I feel a little bit better. My spirits are a little bit higher. I don't know. Something about whiskey, dude. It's just...
We're not advocating being an alcoholic.
No, and also talking about automotive and whiskey at the same time does not mean that you should go and operate your vehicle while drinking any type of alcohol.
Correct.
Note that, and don't ever do it. We're not advocating for drinking and driving. We're just saying that whiskey while you're working on your car is cool, but whiskey while you're driving your car is not.
No, absolutely not.
Don't ever do that.
We need to finish off this Angel's Envy, though. We got to get something else in
Oh,
there.
dude, I know. I was thinking about getting another bottle for...
Oh, wow, nice. Are you going through puberty?
yeah, dude, 23's doing something to me.
No, Woodford Reserve Double Barrel Select, phenomenal.
Great.
Angel's Envy, phenomenal. Basil Hayden, the rye and the bourbon, phenomenal. We got to try something else.
Yeah. So this is the other thing that I wanted to figure out. Like, car shows. Is Gatlinburg the only thing that happens in the Smoky Mountains?
No.
I want to know of... And
There's another one.
is that... But that's the pinnacle, right? Is Slammed Enough.
So Slam Enough Chattanooga is in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It's not in the mountains. It's
But
like
it's near.
Yeah, it's that one. That's a little too close for us to do. That's coming up here, I think, in March.
And then Gallery.
No, it's not Slammed Enough. It's Riverside, Chattanooga.
Riverside. Oh, that's right. Hey,
Mm-hmm.
there's a guy at work that was talking to me about this. He's the guy that's friends with fucking blanking on it. Alex Martinez.
Yes.
Yeah, big friends with him.
So this is almost equally as big.
That is such a
April
cool car.
15th, dude.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wow. April 18th. That's very close.
The problem for us though, it's one day, man.
It's a one-day car show?
Yeah, one day car show.
Wow. Yeah, so you got to really commit to that.
Yeah.
I mean, not really. It's See, here's the thing, right? So for anybody that travels to these things like Gatlinburg, this is probably if you haven't traveled to any of them, you can kind of we'll talk about that for a little bit.
Holy shit, dude! Look at the vendors.
I know there's so many. Hey, Martini Works is on there too. Down, right there. Wow.
Where?
And I knew right there, Martini Works.
Oh shit. Fuck yeah, dude. Hell yeah.
This guy's got it going. He's really got it going.
He's right up here in Appleton.
Alex Martinez, aka Alex Martini. Yeah, right here up in Appleton.
Bro,
we got a
collab.
I mean, honestly, he is so fucking good at what he does. Oh, dude. What am I I need to turn 23 already because 22 is making my voice do some weird things.
Yeah, dude, for real.
I mean, fuck, man. Yeah, no, he's doing a great job. So traveling to Gatlinburg last year, that was what were the dates? It was the 1st and the 2nd of October. Those were the dates of the Gatlinburg meet when we went there. And we only went for the car show. And it was probably the hardest thing ever when we were sitting here 2 days prior to leaving, knowing that there were pre-meets, pre-parties.
Yeah, but even then, we didn't understand the level.
Exactly. So for anybody that doesn't understand the level of Gatlinburg, and I haven't seen the level of Gatlinburg yet because we've only gone once and we dropped the ball on it hard, which we do have a video of our experience on YouTube. So if you do want to check that out, you can check that out, automotiveartistry.com. Actually, automotiveartistry.com. Yeah, we will have a website here pretty damn quick. YouTube channel, Automotive Artistry.
Still working. Yeah, so YouTube, Automotive Artistry.
Yep, and it's our
Gatlinburg video, pretty solid. I would say we knew it was happening.
We did.
We didn't know the extent of these pre-meets.
And how much better in comparison those pre-meets would be to the actual car show.
Correct.
Which, in my opinion, based on what I've seen, because we haven't in person seen any of these pre-meets, but I would base the post-meets.
I was going to say.
Post-meets were pretty wild. The driving down the street with just fucking traffic. Like, there was cars everywhere. In comparison to the actual meet,
honestly, it looked better.
It looked better. I think I would rather go to the pre-meets. Honestly, I think I'd rather spend a week up until the actual car show going to the pre-meets.
I would say if you go to Gatlinburg, go for 3 days. First day will get you time to get in. That evening, you can go to the pre-meets.
Yeah.
Because they're all night shows. So you got last year, I believe it was Vaded Mob hosted the night show.
Yeah.
So the night show is huge. You got all these pop-up meets, right? So you get that first day. Second day, you can go around. If you want to go to the show on Saturday, you can. Wouldn't recommend it. It was insanely packed.
Getting there, you got to be there early. Yeah. You have to be there hours early.
It was learning. It was lessons learned for us.
I mean, we went there. We were scheduled to be there early with our GPS route, and we didn't end up getting into the meet until like 4 hours after it started because the parking was shut down. A cop shut down parking literally, which that was the other thing is the communication between this event and the police department or, the city of wherever it was. There was no communication whatsoever because every single parking lot that was within the near area, the cops didn't let anybody park there.
And they were all open.
And they were all open. Yeah. I mean, hundreds of parking spots that could have literally filled up everybody going.
So talking to a lot of the other photographers that I met while I was there, it sounds like that's not a consistent thing. This was a new thing.
So this situation that we ran into,
it's expanding too quickly. Gatlinburg is getting too big from what I've heard. Apparently it was not this big. When I say there was like 10,000 people there was literally probably 10,000 people there.
Wow.
What?
10,000 people.
Oh.
I mean, I don't doubt it. Yeah. I don't doubt it, but I almost believe there was a little bit more than that. I mean, you remember like when we were up, because the building of the car show was up on the hill, right? And then you had that water park or whatever the fuck that place was called.
Yeah.
And that was the parking lot that they had blocked off that had hundreds of parking spots. And I get it if you're the owner of that company or that business and you don't want, all of these people parking there.
Well, they were parking there. That's the problem.
That's the weirdest
and then
thing ever.
You get up there and the cops won't let you in, and
Then
you
you just
ask
shut it
why,
down.
and they go, "Oh, we're at capacity." But then you go and you do a U-turn, and there's like 500 parking
Dude,
spots open.
So much.
So in these, I cannot exaggerate this enough. Miles of traffic waiting to get miles.
Like, dude, literally, if we would have driven out of that area and we didn't go to the Publix, it would have probably taken us another hour's worth of traffic just to get back to the Publix.
Yeah, it was just a bad situation. If you go to Gatlinburg, definitely
You got to plan for
everything early. Get a day ahead. You'll be able to do it.
And if it's in the same location as it was the previous year, I would plan to just park at Publix and walk the 30 minutes to the facility. I mean, hands down.
We got in and out easy.
Hands down, I wouldn't even try to park at the actual venue anymore. If it's at the same place as it was last year, if it's that same exact building, we're just gonna plan to park at Publix and walk.
Yeah.
You know, that I mean, I'm sure there's people that get there early that are like, "What the fuck are these guys talking about, dude?" Like, I had no problem getting here, but they were probably there super early too.
Yeah. The other thing too is this is our first time, so this.
The other thing too is that there were a lot of people that were parked outside of that facility that were supposed to be in the venue.
This is a sensitive topic with the Slam Enough company. So basically, what happened was you have a bunch. Okay, so you go to enter your car into this. You're gonna have to submit pictures. Okay,
Yeah, they're very picky.
Right. So what was happening was, let's say you have a fully built Mustang. Okay, it's wrapped green. Okay, you show up. So you send the pictures in with it wrapped green. Let's say something happened to your wrap, or you changed your wrap color, or you changed a lip kit, or you got a dent on your lip, or the wrap was scraped off. You show up.
Dirty.
There's pre-inspection, right? Because they're not going to let shit cars in. And now they compare it to your email that you send them, and they go, "This car's not green anymore," or "This car has a couple."
It's not quite what we thought it was.
This car has a couple notches on it from rocks, right?
Yeah.
I understand from the standpoint of Slammed Enough has a reputation of the quality of a show, right?
Yeah.
It's unmatched,
And that's great.
It is, but there were reports of people literally getting turned down for everything being the exact same in the car, but they had like minor damage.
And you got to understand too that you're paying before you get to that point.
Not only are you paying, we had people coming from Florida. You had people coming from
You're booking
Illinois.
time.
Yeah, people came down from Canada. So you're transporting your car down here.
Yeah.
For an entire weekend of the single-handedly greatest automotive experience ever.
Planning to put your car in that, possibly win an award.
Right.
I mean, that's like, me personally, all the effort that I put into my GTI, right? And I'm like, all right, I'm going to drive all the way to Gatlinburg. This is it. This is my first ever show that I'm going to put this car in. And I get there and somebody says, "Yo, your lip's hanging down like a millimeter, bro."
I don't think it was that bad.
All right, but like, just imagine, right? Because from what it sounds like, it's pretty close.
Yeah, it sounds like it was pretty close.
Yeah,
and
they
you
were
don't
very
know.
picky.
They could be over exaggerating. I would
Absolutely.
be pissed off.
Absolutely.
Probably
All right, so maybe
inflate words a little bit.
Maybe something that's fixable, right? With zip ties, my lip's hanging down 2 inches.
Yeah.
Right, and I've paid, I don't know how much it costs to put your car in these things, but I can imagine over $100. All right, we'll just say $100. Okay, so if I paid $100 to get my car in there, right, and I hate taking my car anywhere farther than 100 miles away from home, just because I just don't want to get that far away, right? So I drive my car all the way down, and I get there, I hit a bump along the way, or my car's only 7 years old. Some of these people's cars that they've completely built and completely transformed, you got to remember, some of these were like in the 90s. Some of these vehicles are 90s vehicles.
Yeah.
So the wear and tear on them isn't as, it's going to be more, like, if anything. So you get all the way down there and your lip's hanging off 2 fucking inches. And they're like, yeah, man, you can't put that in the car show. It's your fucking lips hanging off, dude. It looks like shit, right? Well, I got fucking zip ties. I got tape. I have glue. I can put it in there. And they're like, nah, man, we can't put that in there.
So I get that, right? So let's just hypothetically say that you get denied for that car, right?
Right.
The other problem is they allowed non-show cars to park outside the building.
Yeah.
So now you have these cars that get denied. They park outside the building, but like we were there, mixed in with a stock white Nissan Sentra.
Dude, yeah. Literally right next to it.
If you structured it in a way where you have an outdoor show, dedicated outdoor show, right? Dedicated indoor show, because everybody was out and in. Okay,
Exactly.
Do the indoor show, you do the outdoor show. When cars get rejected, they go to the outdoor show.
Yeah.
Right. You're not wasting the space inside.
Exactly.
Where most of the people were. You still get to see the car, because that's why the pre-meets were better. From what we've heard, is because all the cars were there.
And this is like all speculation too. I mean, we've heard.
That's valid. It's just rumors. Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know. We'll see how the next one goes. But for now, I think Gatlinburg was a great car show, and I'm definitely going to go again. And I would definitely tell anybody who's thinking about going to 100% go.
Hands down.
Definitely a great experience. Minus, whatever you've heard, whatever you've read, whatever we've told you just now, don't let that sway you from going. I think it's probably the best experience I've ever had.
We're nitpicking.
We're nitpicking, right? Yeah. There's always something to complain about, right? That's the world we're living in. So besides that, I mean, fuck. It was a great experience. The nightlife, all that shit. We're looking forward to doing it again. Well, not again, but doing it for the first time for some. But the car show again will be awesome. So, but other than that, I mean, shit. This has been a great conversation
for sure.
I look forward to the next one.
Yeah.
So
we are planning to do these weekly, by the way. So
absolutely.
Stay tuned. Keep an eye out. Podcast will be hosted on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube. So if you do want to watch us talk, because our faces are so great,
I'm beautiful.
Check us out on YouTube. These will be dropped under our Automotive Artistry YouTube channel. So if you are interested in watching some more of our content, we do have quite a bit of videos on our channel. Definitely check them out. As you were listening to Gatlinburg, watch the Gatlinburg video. Dude. You'll get a very slight idea. Yep. If you feel any emotion from that video, you'll understand. It's insane.
You got to go.
Thank you for listening. We'll catch you guys next time.
Peace.